Okay, good day to you all. We want to talk about the smoking of catfish. How can catfish smoking be lucrative so that you earn a good amount of money even from what you have invested? Now, aside of the money you use in feeding, stocking of the fishes, after harvesting, one of the problem, like in our previous videos, we talked about the problem of marketing, because most farmers end up running out of the catfish business immediately after the first farming. So to prevent such, one has to have strategized, and one of the best and the most simple way, but in simple in quote now, of making money in catfish business is through smoking. Now, smoking of catfish, number one, because of the number of catfishes that you have in the pond, it's a very technical thing to do, because you cannot most time sell these fishes directly by yourself unless you go through middlemen, and we've learned that middlemen take bulk of the profit. So to simple way, but in simple in quote now, of making money in catfish business is through smoking. Now, smoking of catfish, number one, because of the number of catfishes that you have in the pond, it's a very technical thing to do, because you cannot most time sell these fishes directly by yourself unless you go through middlemen, and we've learned that middlemen take bulk of the profit. So to prevent such, one has to try and eliminate middlemen. And selling fresh fish to pepper soup joints and spots is difficult, because you will not be having constant supply. So they may not want to bargain with you, knowing that you are a one-time farmer. You farm once in 3 months, and then the next time you'll be harvesting in 3 months. So it's not going to be a good partnership. So you hardly find someone trying to buy from you. So the best way that one-time farmers, or twice, 3 times in a year farmers go into, is actually smoking. Now, to get a smoke size fish, catfish, in the space of 2 months, at most 2.5 months, they will be ready. It depends on how fast, how good you feed them and how good your feed is, the water quality and everything. So in about 2 months, 2.5 months, a good and well-fed catfish should have reached smoking size. Some would have even gotten to 6.7 kilogram. So at that point, those fishes can be smoked. Now, one thing about smoking is that you have to emphasize the people you intend to sell to. Those are the market. Now, one has to also calculate the cost of smoking a kilogram of catfish. Now, based on several locations, the smoking price varies. Some take as low as 200 naira per kg. So take for instance, if you now have you keep 1,000 fishes, and then you end up getting 300 kg from 1,000, multiply by 200, that's about 60,000 naira to smoke that 1,000 fishes. So 60,000 is a big chunk of money for someone who wants to you are just going to give that money to those who will be smoking. Now, there are basically 2 types of smoking that is done. Some people use firewood to smoke. Okay, they use firewood, and then you have the wire mesh, they use it to smoke, while others use oven, and oven that is loaded with charcoal to smoke. Now, without much ado, it depends on the crowd, the people you are targeting. And if you are targeting people that are working for government parastatals, private institutions, hospitals, and places that that they are high-ranking officials, now you can't use fish that are smoked with firewood, because a lot of deposits of the smoke will be on the fishes, so it will not be presentable. So it's better that you give it to people that have oven, oven that is stocked with charcoal as the source, and then by the time it's well heated, you have good quality smoked fish. Now, all these smoked fish, they can be well packaged, because it would have been properly dried, such that it can last for a period of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, or even more, depending on how well the smoker is good at doing the business. So by the time this fish is heat dried, then in a period of a day, you can leave it to air dry, and then it can be packaged. So once it's packaged, it can be kept for as much as 4 weeks, even if not sold immediately. So in that case, one is able to keep the fishes, and then it can be distributed to places where the market is. Some people go to even public markets and then have people. And in other cases, if you cannot get to all these parastatals, you can get to supermarkets and then give it to them. When people come, they buy. The money as it comes in, you get the money back. So that's the way to have catfish smoking done. So it's preferable to use charcoal and oven to have the smoking done. And then the prices of a kg smoked fish ranges from 200 to 300 depending on the location. I mean 300 naira based on the location. Thank you very much for listening.